Okay, for those of you that haven't met me before, I'm just going to tell you very, very briefly about my journey with Forever. I have been building my business alongside Ashley for 20 years now. It all started for me as a single mum. At the time, I had just 3 children, triplets. I know, I do laugh considerably. They're now 23. I can't believe they're 23. But I had qualified in the beauty industry a long time ago. I worked in that industry. Then at the age of 21, I decided to start my own business, and I opened a couple of shops, which was in clothes and jewellery. I think I've always had a bit of an entrepreneurial streak. I like being my own boss. I say in life I like to zig while everybody else is zagging. I don't like to conform, and I thought the idea of having a job and somebody telling me what to do when I had to have my lunch and when I could go on holiday wasn't really for me. So I started my business, and then after a few years, the children came along, so I gave up working. And then I separated from my first husband, found myself on my own with the little ones, and thought, what was I going to do? I actually got a list together. I did the pros and cons of things I was looking for in my life. And when I went along to a business presentation, when I met Ashley, and he'd already started a business with Forever, I could see that Forever was going to tick all the boxes that I had on my list. So over the last 20 years, Ashley and I have built a business here in the UK and also internationally. And we love what we do. I absolutely love what we do. And what gives us more pride is to see our team achieving and coming up on stage. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of the team up on stage later today. Vicky Gregory. Okay, so let's get on with the training. I'm going to concentrate today on the C9. That's part 1 of a 3-part program that we do. And I would like to explain to you what the C9 is there, the whole role of the C9. As the name implies, C9 is for cleanse. And the whole idea of this 9-day program is to do exactly that, to give your body the chance to be on catch-up. Now, I'm sure you're aware that on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, you just think what that poor machine of yours has to go through by what you're stuffing in your mouth. I always talk about the journey of a cheeseburger. And when you eat a cheeseburger, it has to be broken down. But along the way, even though our body is very efficient, that if we're starting to overload our body, it's starting to struggle. And maybe our body and the conveyor belts of having to move all the rubbish through starts to become a little bit sluggish. So what do we get then with our C9? We have a box that is full of products that is designed to be used over 9 days. However, we can adapt the box for the individual if need be. And if you want to know more about that, please do attend the trainings that I do around the country. As I said, it is part 1 of a 3-part weight management program. And what we mean by that, it's not all just about losing weight. Some people may want to gain weight or indeed maintain their weight but get into an optimum weight management level of nutrition. The most important thing is that the C9 is designed to prepare the body for weight management. And it's not designed at this stage where you will be losing weight, i.e. fat, or gaining weight. It is just to get your body into the right place. That is because, as I said, your body, as a machine, is going through so much on a daily basis, depending on what you're putting in there. So, also what's important is that it's about preparing your mind, getting in the right frame of mind to embark on your new weight management, whether, as I said, lose weight or gain weight or maintain weight. I'll actually liken it to when people join my team. And the first thing that they do is they get their new business owner's box. And that is where they have made a decision to change. They're starting to get their mind in the right place. And I'm sure you're aware when somebody joins your team and gets the box, their business isn't going to build. They've got to put some time and effort and energy into getting the right results. And this is exactly the same with our C9. It is there to program you to get your mindset in the right place. Now, the C9, it can be used or suggested to your customers or your clients just on its own. You don't have to go through the whole program. However, if you are suggesting it to your clients just for 9 days, all it's going to be doing is giving your digestive system a little bit of a rest from working overtime. That may be that you've been on holiday and you think, gosh, I've had far too much lasagna, too much wine, and I just need to give my body time off. It might be after Christmas, where you feel that you've overindulged. Because you're not eating a lot of calories, however, we don't suggest that you do the C9 on its own for many times, maybe 2 to 3 times a year, because we do need to be putting fuel in our body. So one of the things we do not suggest is going on a C9 every month. It is not designed for long-term weight loss, i.e. fat. Most people that I work with, when we talk about losing weight, what they really want is to reduce the fat in the body and increase the lean muscle. Now, your body doesn't have the ability to lose lots of fat in 9 days. In fact, your body probably has the ability to lose about 1 to 2 pounds of fat. So what is actually happening in those 9 days? You may experience weight loss, more than 1 to 2 pounds, but that is down to the fluctuation of the water that's stored in your body. And I'm sure you're aware, if you were to weigh yourself in the morning and weigh yourself at night, your weight can be different between 4 and 5 pounds, and that is down to the fact of the water you're putting into your body during the day. So when you are losing a lot of weight at the beginning, it is mostly water. Why would that be? Well, first of all, people underestimate how much fluid they're putting into their body just by eating food. For example, did you know that for every molecule of carbohydrate you put in your body, you're holding on to 3 molecules of water? So if you're not eating a lot of food on the C9, remember, we're putting our body into a relaxation process right now, because we don't want the body to be using a lot of energy up breaking down foods. We want the body to put the energy into getting rid of the stored toxins that we have. So you will be losing water. And also, talking about toxins, in our body, we generally have 2 types of toxins. The first one is fat-soluble. The one we're concentrating on is the water-soluble ones. As the name implies, water-soluble, those toxins need water to break them down. So our body is now working efficiently to remove the toxins, and then the water goes. So that is really where most of the change in weight will come from. And also, we do have a little bit of stored energy in our body in the form of glycogen, which we find in our muscles and our liver, and our body can hold about 4 or 5 pounds of that. You will also experience more energy. You will be slimmer because the bloating goes down, because the water that you've been holding on to will start to disappear. And you have a sharp mindset. So, the idea of the C9 is to get your body prepared to go on to the Fit 1 and Fit 2, and that's when we really start kicking in to fat burning. What do you get then in your C9? You get 2 bottles of our aloe vera gel. You also get a pouch of our protein shake, our Forever Light. You also get a blister pack, which will contain just 9 days worth of the Garcinia, the Therm, and also you get the fiber in there as well, and a comprehensive program guide that you can follow that, but very similar to when people join my team and I sit down with them, with the First Steps to Manager to get them on the right tracks for success, I will always work with someone who is going on our program, because everybody's body is different. Everyone is different, and their goals are different too. So I like to support people right through the program. What I'd like to do now is go through each product separately and just tell you what its key role is within the C9. And this is important to understand really, that the role of the products in the C9 is actually different to the role of all the products when we go on to the Fit 1 and Fit 2, because you're actually using your body in a different way. You see, on the C9, you are literally giving your body time out. You're not doing a lot of exercise. The reason you're not doing exercise is because you're not putting the fuel in your body to exercise. And so we want to know the role, especially first of all, of our key product, our aloe vera gel. We know aloe vera is packed full of nutritional goodies. And that is important because our body requires nutrients on a daily basis. If we take the first point, however, that when we're talking about our digestive system, that we know our digestive system, our gut can become quite sluggish. And as I said, just imagine that your digestive system is like a conveyor belt. What have you put on your conveyor belt through your mouth? Is it struggling to deal with it all? Is it starting to be quite sluggish and not moving the foods through at the right level? So we know that aloe vera gel has shown to support gut transit time. But the next point is the key. This is the key to why you are drinking your aloe gel over those 9 days. That is because aloe has been shown to contribute to the absorption of nutrients from the food. Now, when you imagine then that through your digestive system we need to get all those, that cheeseburger has been broken down into tiny, 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 tiny things called micronutrients. How do you know those micronutrients are getting to your body's cells? You don't know that. But if you imagine a sieve, and then you pour aloe vera gel into the sieve, and you've got all those nutrients there, you give it a bit of a mix, that is going to facilitate the absorption of nutrients into the body. Then what happens? All of those nutrients start to get around our body. Have you noticed how your nails start to grow faster, your hair starts to grow faster? Nutrification is starting to happen around the body. But the key for us are those organs in our body. You know, our body is very, very clever. It has the ability to get rid of the buildup of toxins. But maybe because your whole system is a bit sluggish and it's been working on 2 cylinders, if we get nutrification to our liver, our kidneys, our lungs, and our skin, then that means they're working on 4 cylinders. And that's literally what the main reason for drinking the aloe is, to help with the absorption of nutrients. We also know, depending what we're putting inside our body, we may have an imbalance of gut flora. But very importantly, we have vitamin C, one of the vitamins that we have in there that contributes towards a healthy immune system. And as I said, packed full of nutrients that the body loves. The next product that we have is the Forever Light Ultra. Now, the Forever Light Ultra, during the C9, has a different role than on the Fit. And that is because you're not eating a lot of food, and we need to make sure that our body is getting some food that it can digest really easily. Remember, we don't want to put a lot of energy into breaking down foods. I mean, for example, you know, meat's quite fibrous. It takes a lot of breaking down compared to maybe having an egg, that kind of difference. So that's the most important thing, that it's easy to digest. This is soy protein isolate, and this is known as pure protein. And when we look at this special protease blend, This is one of the USPs and unique selling points. In fact, the protease blend is a special recipe just for Forever. And this is to support the digestibility of those amino acids from your proteins. Also, 0 cholesterol and lactose. And what is really important, especially when you're going on to using the Forever Light Ultra when you are exercising, is that it will help to support muscles that are tired muscles after doing exercising. And especially existing muscles, but then it will help to build new muscles because soy protein has a slow release, and that will help with the new muscles as well. We have 2 lovely flavors, chocolate and vanilla. Very importantly, they are nutritionally balanced. And that is a key thing as well. So during the C9, when it says have a meal of 600 calories, probably a slice of chocolate cake and a bit of ice cream on the side isn't really nutritionally balanced. So it's about putting the right fuel into your body. You wouldn't put petrol into a diesel car, so it's the same process here. We can also use, you can have it cold, you can have it warm as well, and just choose your favorite mixed, which it may be almonds, it may be soy. If you are using water, just remember the calories will be lower. The next product that we have is Forever Garcinia Plus. This is different role, C9 to Fit 1 and Fit 2, which is important. The main role then of the Garcinia, and we know that Garcinia cambogia, it's actually, we take the rind from the fruit, and this contains HCA, and a lot of people hear about HCA, but I'm not focusing on that because we're not doing exercise, so we can't really talk about fat burning. It would be great, wouldn't it, to sit on the sofa, watching Jeremy Kyle swinging our leg and watching the fat just melt off our body, but it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid to say. So it's not until you start on the Fit 1 and you're really starting to burn the fat with exercise. So what is it doing here? You're going through 9 days of setting yourself a goal. And remember, your mindset may start to have a little bit of weakness. So the Garcinia has been shown to reduce hunger pangs. And how that works is that 70% of your serotonin, which is your happy hormone, is actually in your gut. So when we eat foods that are nutritious and satisfying, our serotonin levels go up. So that's how it's working to get you through those 9 days, because it will help to raise your serotonin levels. So you're not craving so much, your sugar cravings, and eating because you're hormonal, the ups and downs, etc. One of the things we also have on the C9 is what we have called free foods, where you can just choose different foods to nibble on, especially if they have a low glycemic index. But what's quite interesting to know is that there are foods that contain serotonin. So I always suggest people on the C9 to nibble on some of those foods. So let me just give you an example. Pineapple, banana, kiwi, plums, and tomatoes. So they will help you get through the day. So rather than having that chocolate cake, have a tomato. Maybe not be so exciting, but it's going to stick to your goal. Okay, then the Forever Therm. The Forever Therm, once again, we're not doing exercise on the well, we're just doing a little bit of exercise, maybe walking up and down the stairs a little bit, but we're not really burning fat. So what is the Therm doing? This is to keep you on purpose. Within the Therm, we have 3 natural plant extracts, which contain xanthines, and that's a form of caffeine. Guarana, green coffee bean, now that is coffee before it's roasted, and also green tea. You've probably noticed if you have a cup of coffee, it will just take the edge off your appetite. So that's one of the key things about xanthines. They will just take the edge off your appetite. But because we know xanthines are also a stimulant, it's to keep you on track. to help you through the days when you are having a change, your body is having a change. So that is the main reason, is to keep you focused. Then our next product that we have is our fibre. Now, once again, it's going to be working slightly differently on the C9 than it is on the Fit 1 and the Fit 2. The main reason for taking the fibre, and this is a proprietary blend that we have with Forever, which means it's our own special recipe. But the main reason is that when you have fibre, it's going to make you feel a little bit full. So it's going to take the hunger pangs away as well. Now, when you're starting to go on the Fit 1, the Fit 2, you're eating more foods, and obviously that is also important there to help with the transportation through the gut. It's also interesting to know that if there are any excess fats, it's like a sponge. So the Forever fibre is there, that you can mix it into warm water is better than cold water. If you feel you want to put it into your aloe gel, you can do that as well. We have, in the brochure, you have a plan that you can follow. If you come on the trainings that I do, I just show you how we can adapt it for individuals' needs, if need be. And we have the free foods, also plenty of water. And remember what I said, people underestimate what they're putting into their body through food. So if you're not eating the food, you're not getting so much water. So drink plenty of water. There's some delicious shakes that you can try as well. And I also always recommend people to go onto the website that we have. And that's really going to support you as well, give you some ideas, and especially when you're going on to the next 2 programs to find out what the individual needs. Okay, well, I'd like to bring a lovely young lady on stage now who's just going to explain to you how she has taken our program and she has developed a business, but also she decided that how can you recommend these products to others if you're not prepared to use them yourself. So she, Pauline, will explain to you how she got amazing results, and because she became a product of the product, people said, wow, I really want to follow what you've done. So please give her a huge warm welcome to Pauline.
Hi everyone. So as Louise said, my name is Pauline McCall, and I'm 22 years old. So I was Ange Loughran's first ever Cleen 9 customer, and I was her first ever return. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that story. So I'll talk about my background first of all. So my background is in hairdressing. I went straight into hairdressing after leaving school at just 15, and I absolutely loved my job. I worked very long hours, however, it allowed me to travel, and I just loved everything about that job. However, I was very underappreciated, and I was not paid my worth. Loving my job was not going to pay the bills, and allow me to lead the life that I'd always dreamed of. So how did Forever Living Products find me? So in 2011, I went to visit a good friend in Lanzarote, and on that holiday, I met Ange Loughran. We connected on Facebook, and I returned back home and kept in touch with her over social media. In March 2012, after returning my first Cleen 9 the year prior, I decided to purchase the product again. Quite embarrassed, actually. So I started the program and had fantastic results. Not only did I lose 7 pounds in weight and in bloat, as you've just heard from Louise, but I also had fantastic results with my skin. I'd had terribly dry skin for a lot of years, and I couldn't believe that just 4 days into my cleanse, my skin had completely cleared up and was no longer causing me discomfort. So I was absolutely amazed, and I couldn't wait to share my results with absolutely anybody that would listen. On doing so, Ange could clearly see my passion for the products, and she then told me that there was actually a business opportunity behind that. I didn't think I was looking for anything else, but with a very open mind, I thought, I'll have a look and I'll see what it has to offer, because I did love the product. I joined right away, and I started to recommend the products. I loved what I'd seen, that there was opportunity to travel, complete flexibility, so I could slot this business alongside what I was already doing. So like a lot of people, I didn't think I had the time, working 50 hours a week in a very busy salon and traveling with that job as well, but I just managed to fit it into the nooks and crannies of time. So there's a bit about me and my background and how I came to found this opportunity through using the products. Now let me tell you how I've built a huge part of my business through this weight management sector. As you've just heard from Louise Riley, the product is absolutely fantastic. And after completing the plan, I hadn't actually quite reached my goal weight. Now, as this was a few years ago, we didn't have the FIT programs, so I kind of made my own follow-on program, which Ange helped me to do. So I carried on using the drinking gel, the Garcinia Plus, the bee pollen, and also the shake, which at that point were the components of the Clean 9 program. And within 8 weeks, I'd lost 1 stone and 6 pounds. So I then reached my goal weight, and I was absolutely over the moon that these products had helped me to do that, alongside, of course, a healthy diet and plenty of exercise. So I was a walking, talking example that the products did work, and I was a complete believer. So when people asked me how I lost the weight and why my skin was clearer and how I had so much energy, I was able to tell them that these products helped me to achieve that. So this, of course, gave me the perfect opportunity to tell them about the products and particularly about the Clean 9 program. In my first month, I sold over 30 Clean 9s and now on average sell at least 5 per month. So how do I do it? I'm a complete product of the product. I've done the plan and know exactly how I felt during every step of it. I truly believe if you haven't done this program yourself, then how can you recommend it? Because after all, we are a product recommendation company. So the first thing that somebody asks you is, how do you feel on it? Does anyone else get the same? If you haven't tried it, you won't be able to answer that question truthfully. So my first bit of advice would be, if you haven't already tried the program yourself, and maybe are unable to follow the plan, then at least use the products that you're able to, so that you can then truthfully talk how you felt and how the products taste and make you feel. Because people don't buy the facts and figures, they buy you. Don't learn a script on what the Clean 9 program does and go out and try and sell it to everyone. Sell your experience on it and how you felt and how it helped you. Because for me, it wasn't just a weight loss, it helped me with a lot of other things, such as energy and clearing my skin up. So try the product for yourself. You then have an option of logging it on social media if you want to. You don't have to, but it is a good way to create a following and have people watch your journey from start to finish. Take before and after pictures and measurements and weigh yourself and give an honest daily blog of how you feel. On day 2, if you have a few hunger pangs, don't tell everyone that you didn't have them. Be honest of how you felt and what you achieved from the program. Remember, people don't know what the program is designed to do, what it entails, or even if they're allowed to eat on the plan. There are so many juicing diets out there. It's our job to make sure that the Clean 9 program doesn't fall into a fad diet. So remember and ask people and give them a full overview of what it entails and how you felt. I tend to say something along the lines of, Clean 9 is an expertly devised cleansing program designed to kickstart your journey. Kickstart. Make that really clear to people. It's not a quick fix. This is a kickstart to a healthier lifestyle for them to then carry on by either using our products or using our packs. Based around Forever's best-selling aloe vera drink, this nutritionally balanced program will allow you to see results in just 9 days. On top of that, you will feel amazing, your skin will glow, and you will feel clean. The pack contains exact proportions of supplements, shake, and aloe vera gel, including a shaker and easy-to-follow step-by-step guidance. So it's a quick, brief overview that I give my customers. If it's via message or if I'm speaking to them face-to-face, I go into a little bit more detail about how I felt. So really make sure that people know that they can actually eat and they're not going on a shake diet. I also have a private support page on Facebook, and I always ask if they'd like to be added into it. I never just go and add somebody without asking for their permission, first of all. On my support page, I add daily meal suggestions, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, incorporating our products, of course. I post tips on exercise ideas, and I include videos. For a lot of people, going to the gym either sets fear in them, or they simply don't have the time to fit that into their lifestyle. So it's our job to make sure that they know they can fit this program and the regime into the nooks and crannies of what they currently have in their lives. I'm generally very active and colourful, so all my customers can use and also share their progress on the page if they want to. So make it very clear that if you do have a support page, they don't have to be posting their before and after pictures if they're not wanting to. So when I drop off the pack, I always sit down and talk them through all the contents, any common side effects that they may be feeling, lethargic in the first few days, slight headaches or dizzy spells. I make sure that I tell them how I felt during the plan. That way they can relate to you better, knowing that you've experienced it, and you can really answer truthfully as to how you felt. I always exchange numbers with my customer and assure that they can contact me as and when they need throughout the plan. So make sure you get the date that they're starting so you can also contact them to wish them luck and help them throughout. Remember, the customer has not only bought the pack, but they've also bought your help, advice, and guidance throughout. So make sure to note the start dates and follow-up times in your diary so you do not forget about that customer. Last but not least, I always remind them this really is a kickstart to a healthier lifestyle. Yes, they will see and feel results. However, following on is very important. I make sure to touch on the fit packs, which we do. I think they're also amazing. And I also make sure to tell them that the products can be bought separately. You don't want to make your customers think that they have to buy a pack from you every time they contact you. So make sure that you tell them everything can be bought individually if there's certain products that they'd like to continue on with. So I do pride myself in customer care. I absolutely love helping people with the products and helping them not only during the plans, but also thereafter to help them achieve their ultimate goals. I always help them to break their health and fitness goal down and be there for a helping hand. For me, there's nothing more satisfying than helping people. So there we have it. There's no secret. I've built a huge part of my business around the fitness and weight management products. I just pride myself in customer care, and I live the lifestyle. Oh, where have we gone to the slides? I must be on your slides already, am I? So lastly, please remember and not make medical claims about the products. This is a huge problem at the moment. Anything that you're unsure of, you can write it out and email it to compliance or call the compliance team, and they'll be more than happy to tell you if you've misworded anything at all. The email address for compliance is compliance@flpuk.net. If you give them a message about the smallest queries, they'll be more than happy to help you to make sure that, especially on social media, you are being compliant. So I hope you all took something from that, and I wish you all the success in you too building your business in this sector and getting people healthier and happier. Thank you very much.
Wasn't she great? First time she's been on stage. So give her a round of applause. It's really nerve-wracking up here. Let's see what slide we're on. Oh, here we go. Right. So you've heard from Pauline about how she started with the C9 or the Cleen 9, the old Cleen 9, and then continued on her journey. And what's really, really important about what Pauline said is about the support. You know, she's saying about when people are buying the product from you, they're buying you attached to it. And that's the ethos of Forever. So we have the C9, and we have now understood that it's a kickstart. It's to get your body prepared for the next stage. The next stage then would be the Fit 1. And as Pauline said, that don't put your customers, your clients off and saying you have to get a pack. Maybe for them it would be better to get a couple of products such as the Ultra Shake and the gel, and then keep topping up on products because that might suit them more financially. But if they want to go through the whole program, the Fit 1 is the next one that we have. And the Fit 1 is there really for our transitional stage. And what you're doing now, you are increasing your food. So that sounds good, doesn't it? You can start eating now, yay! But you start eating in a balanced way. And that is the key thing. Your body requires a certain amount of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats on a daily basis, and it's about getting it right. And the program will support you through that. You're now going to start doing some exercise. Then on the Fit 2, we're going to be increasing the amount of food we eat. Now that sounds good, doesn't it? Eat more. If you want to lose weight, you need to eat more. How does that work? That's only if you're doing more exercise, because the more exercise you do, the more fuel your body requires. And then we're going to be working on more exercise, but a different kind of exercise. So let me just round off the presentation by taking you just very briefly through the Fit 1. You can see that if you get the box, you have some more delicious gel. You now got 4 bottles. You also get some more of the ultralight. You now get full packs of the Garcinia and the Therm and the fibre, and then you get our Pro X bars as well, which are our snacks that you can use in between. You also get some of the programs that you can follow. So what are you doing now? One of the things I always say to people is please go onto our website, which is foreverfituk.co.uk, and work out your personal requirements for energy. It's very simple. You work out your BMR and your AMR. Once again, if you want to understand that in more detail, please do attend the trainings that we're putting on around the country. Because once again, as I always say, who's average? Let's not work on average, let's work on specific personal goals. And then you'll know exactly how much fuel you need to put in your body, depending how active you are, and also how tall you are, your age, and your weight, etc. Now you're going to start exercising. In your booklet, you have some ideas of exercise you can do, but if you're not the kind of person that wants to put on Lycra and go down the gym, don't use that as your excuse. You can find what works for you. So we're looking at doing aerobic exercise. And aerobic exercise is going to start fat burning. If you want to get rid of that fat, you've got to burn it. Did you know that the body will start kicking into burning fat after doing about 20 minutes of aerobic exercise? So you need to be choosing something that you enjoy so you're not going to get bored. That's cycling, running, dancing, power walking with the buggy around the park, whatever suits you. And then set yourself a goal. Remember that our body has the ability to lose around about 1 pound of fat a week. So let's be honest with the goals. Exactly the same with our business. We set our goal to achieve manager. We set ourselves a goal to achieve chairman's bonus. It's going to take time, but then if you want the weight to stay off, and stay off it will if you're getting your body working in a new way. And then Fit 2. The products are exactly the same as Fit 1, but the brochure is slightly different because what you're going to notice is that your body is starting to change. You're putting the right fuel in, you've got the nutritional support, and that is key. All our products are nutritionally balanced because when we're eating food, which our body requires, we don't know exactly how many vitamins and minerals we get in our carrots and our fruits and veggies, etc. So it's a nice little buffer to make sure we've got our products there to support you through the program. But what you're going to start doing in Fit 2, you're not just going to be doing aerobic exercise, which is fat burning, you're now going to incorporate some resistance. So with the power walking the buggy around with the child in it, when you get home, now take the baby out of the buggy and lift the baby above your head. Whatever works for you. So please don't use the excuse of not having the time to exercise. We find time to do things that are important in our life. Exactly the same products I said, but now you're going to start eating more foods because you're using more energy up. Enjoy the program, and remember that this is a program that everybody in the room can do, become a product of the product, to lose weight, gain weight if you want to build up muscles, and then if you don't want to lose weight or gain weight, but you feel that you want to get your body into the right place, optimal health, then follow the program and then you can share the information with others, talking from the heart. I hope you've enjoyed the training. Don't forget, you can go and buy your products today. if you go out of the auditorium to the right, and you'll see the product stand there. Enjoy the rest of the day, and thank you very much for listening.